8 steps. Is it 8 steps is all you need to really develop a story. We are going to use these steps for every single character that is in your story, but for reference sake and for time purposes, I'm only going to speak about the main character, aka your hero in that story. You is number 1. You is meeting this person in the place that they know. So we're going to find out who the character is, where they live, what things they like, what they do for a living, their home environment, things of that nature to really set the story and just get a gist and a feel for who this person is. The next step is the need. We all need something, right? So what does your hero need? What do they need? Is it love? Is it affection? Is it money? Is it attention? Do they need to get a job by a certain date? Do they have to graduate college in order to get the family's trust fund? Establish what it is that they need, and that's something we want to do early on. So we're talking about first episode. So really engage with the audience so we can lead to the next step, which is go. Go is exactly what it sounds like. This is when your character is embarking on that journey and doing whatever they have to get whatever they want or need. So whatever the scenario is, these are the moments that you show their character on their grind, or really taking those action steps. Action is the key word, because what are they doing now that we already established their need? The next step is struggle. We always got to go through the struggle, right? Think of your everyday life. You want something bad, but something happens, right? Something happens that stands in your way, and there's a struggle. Now, when we're talking about struggle, it can be in a physical sense. Maybe your hero is captured by the villain, right? And they may have to go through a physical struggle, or the struggle could be mental. Maybe they're overthinking things, or mentally they're just not ready to get what it is that they need. And struggle for me is really one of my favorite steps, because this is kind of when that climax happens and when the drama really starts to build. So in the struggle phase, this is when someone or something stops that character from their goal. Find is news. This is unexpected happenings. This is something your character didn't know, or maybe something new that has happened that now your character, it is impacting what they need, right? So if your character, let's say your character needs a job, and they find out that this restaurant is hiring, that is a new opportunity or something that the character has stumbled upon that can possibly help with whatever they need on their journey. Next up is suffer. Now, suffer also, again, too, can be in the physical sense or mentally. There's some sort of loss in the situation. It can be, make it life or death if you can. Really have that character suffer so that we have that audience engagement, and we can really just stay tuned. That's the ultimate goal. So when you think of suffer, think of back to the finding stage. That finding stage, whatever it is that character found out, let them suffer from it. It has to be some big unexpected news that they do suffer from it. So let us see that suffering. Now, after the suffering is the return, aka the comeback. Or do they not come back? What has happened to this character now that all that suffering and that pain happened? What's different? Ask yourself what's different about them and literally show that to the audience. Let's see how that really impacted their life. And that leads you to your last step, number 8, which is change. And change, we should really focus on the want and need of the character. That has to change by the end of the series. So their need, maybe whatever they needed at the beginning, they got it, but it wasn't really what they expected. Or maybe they didn't get it and they realized they didn't need it after all. Or maybe they didn't get it and they did need it, and it broke them to a point where they're down and out and they're totally opposite of what we saw in that first episode. This is your moment to really show that. And that leaves us with all 8 steps to developing a story. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I leave you with some tools and some steps that can help you further develop whatever story it is that you want to tell. If you watch this whole video, make sure you comment, make sure you share, and most importantly, subscribe. Please, I need all the love. Thank you. Have a good week.